Hey everybody, it's Chris from Squatch Survival Gear. In my last video where we talked about single point of failure, I brought up the VS-17 panel. I said I'd show you what it was. The VS-17 panel, Victor Sierra -17 panel, visual signal, Victor Sierra visual signal. That's where that comes from, if memory serves. It's a panel. You can pick one of these up, Army Navy store, surplus shop. This is a big one. This is as wide as I am. It's 2 feet. It's going to unfold about another 4 feet. As you can see, we'll catch it in the light. This is, signal orange, hunter orange. On the inside, it's bright purple, it's a neon pink and purple. This one's big enough you can tie off and let it flap in the wind, which is really good because it catches the human eye. You can lay it out in the field to mark a place for a helicopter to land, so if you're injured and you can be rescued, you just stake it out in a field that, if it's as big as a football field, they can usually get a helicopter in there of some kind, but either way, if you're being searched for, it's a great way to make sure you get seen. They do make smaller ones. This is a smaller one. It's the exact same thing, exact same colors, it's just smaller. This is actually mine from Iraq and Afghanistan. This is, one of those ways you can plan ahead for, nobody thinks, hey, I'm going to go out to the woods today and something bad is going to happen to me. I'm rolling this thing back up. I'll give you an idea of how big this one is. I always recommend, hey, you've got a phone, you tell somebody where you're going, when you're going to be back. Those are great strategies. But let's say you go out, you get hurt, you roll down a hill, you break your phone, you're probably stuck until whoever you told hasn't heard from you, and then hopefully they're going to do their due diligence part of this plan and get people looking for you. So using one of these to mark your situation where you're at, mark yourself. Again, you can see that from a long way away. That's one of the ways that you can make sure you're not a single point of failure for that. So, as always, redundancy is your friend, especially in survival planning. You always want to go from the easiest to the hardest. My example with fire was, you start with the lighter, you go all the way down to the friction method. So, because I said I'd show it to you, I showed it to you. Remember, that's a VS Victor Sierra 17 panel. There's lots of things like these. Strobe lights are good too, but they run on batteries. So please plan accordingly. If you're going to the woods, if you need help, feel free to DM us. Ton of information, we'd love to help. Hopefully you're checking out my boy, The Bump Podcast. If you're watching him, then he just announced he's going to be on Finding Bigfoot. So if you're a believer, or if you've seen something strange in the woods, maybe you want to check him out. He's got everything there is to know about bump in the night. Anything that goes bump in the night, he's going to talk about. So, hey, Bo, congratulations on going to Finding Bigfoot. Don't forget your gear. Squatch out.